So this whale
Yes.
is made from reclaimed wood, according to here in Orleans, Mass, from wallboards from a 1940s house.
How cool.
Yeah, and that is how Elburne started.
Welcome back to What's Good Cape Cod, where we show you the Cape through the eyes of a couple of locals. I'm Sarah Lapsley Martin.
And I'm Katie Clancy. Each week, we bring you a person, a place, and a thing that we think you should know about.
And this week, we are at the stunning Elburne in Mashpee Commons.
Okay, so tell us your names.
Simone Pereira.
And I'm Laura Pereira.
Okay, wait a minute. That means you're sisters? Is that what happened here?
Yes, absolutely.
Who's the older sister? Who's the youngest?
I'm the oldest by about 2.5 years. Simone's the youngest.
Yep.
Okay, so where are we right now?
You're at our Elburne, Mashpee location.
Tell us the story of Elburne.
Oh, I'm up. All right. So we started Elburne fresh out of college. I was a recent grad, Simone was going through her bachelor's degree, and she was studying entrepreneurship at the time, and she was getting really impatient with waiting. She kind of just wanted to get out and do something. And with me being a recent grad, it just became perfect timing, and kind of pushed each other forward. And we've always had the idea of wanting to bring things from Brazil that we always saw as different and back to the US to kind of introduce it to the market here. And that's where we started. But since then, we've expanded on that idea more, including all types of furniture made from reclaimed wood material from everywhere. So we have a lot from Indonesia, a lot from India, and we've expanded from furniture to picture frames, to art, to lighting, to rugs, to a little bit of everything home related. But that's not where we started. It's just how we've come along these past few years. Mm-hmm. And now we're in Mashpee, and if you look around, hopefully you see a complete space, of everything you really will need for your home.
So there's a lot you just said there.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Yes.
a lot. There was a
stuff.
lot of ground covered from graduating to being in this Mashpee store.
Oh, yes.
So in Brazil, tell us about Brazil. What?
So that's kind of what started the concept. We saw really cool reclaimed furniture. It was made from houses. It had the original paint on the furniture. And initially we were gonna be just direct to businesses, but when we imported all the pieces here, we just quickly realized you had to see it. You had to touch it, you had to really there was a story, and we had to tell the story. We couldn't just pass that on. Exactly.
For
It didn't
someone
feel
else to tell
right.
it.
And
it was a case of perfect timing and
Yeah.
the perfect place, because we were looking for a retail space, but not really.
even before having any plans.
Yeah, we were driving around, and that's literally what happened. We were driving down 6A, we see this enormous sign for, space for lease, and we called the landlord, and he was basically kind of I'm here now. Do you want to pull over and see it now? And we're I don't think that ever happens. And it kind of just did. And then from then on, it just felt right from the beginning. And we've kind of been led by instinct ever since.
Yeah.
If we go for something and it kind of fits and it kind of goes well, we kind of push it a little further and see, okay, what else is here? And that's how our story.
A lot of feedback too.
Yeah, that's how we've
kinda
developed.
We get here. Even being here was customer suggestions. It's
Exactly.
hey, we're driving to Dennis. Can you guys just be closer? Can you be in the Mashpee, Falmouth area?
We've done pop-ups before. So we started in Dennis. We've been in Dennis for 6 years now.
And for people that don't know, where is your Dennis location?
Okay, so we're right on 6A, right by the Mayflower beaches, by the DPM area there. So it's a great spot in Dennis. We absolutely love it. I feel Dennis has really embraced us in the past.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it kind of just gave us the courage, really. Our own customers hype us up. And from that, we kind of
we grew up here,
did
but that
more.
was our first kind of introduction to community and local businesses, because I think we all kind of take that for granted until you really know how much goes into it. And that was our first introduction. I felt like Dennis really embraced us, and kind of we loved
and the
the
entire
community we found
neighborhood
there.
is made with several other small businesses that we've gotten close to, and just to see the people come out and support and come time and time again to tell us like that we're doing good and what they want to see. So like it just felt really great from the beginning. It's something we want to keep doing it. We feel really great about
I know
it.
we both love that store. And fast forward to this beautiful store. Where are we now? Mashpee Commons.
In Mashpee Commons, yeah. So we've been here for 2 months, so we're still brand new, but it's been a great way to see the side of the Cape that we aren't really close with, because we both grew up in the Mid-Cape area, and now we're getting to explore Mashpee, and we've had such a warm welcome too from everyone here, and we seem to fit right into the other vendors and shops over here.
Yeah, and you have like a prime spot.
No, we really.
Yeah.
The second I saw the
Where's
space.
there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There
no,
it is.
honestly, we have been trying to work with the team here to find a space for probably 4 years now. And it was just like never the right time. It wasn't the right location. But when they walked us through and like I saw this, I was like, okay, I need that.
It's all the windows,
It's
like all the
beautiful.
daylight, it just
Yeah,
feels
it
bright
matters.
and airy, and it made all of our items just pop really. So
We love it.
yeah,
Love
it's
all
good
the light in
timing.
here.
What is the name, Elburne?
So Elburne is a spin-off of the road we grew up on in Yarmouth, and we needed like a stand-in LLC name, and we didn't want anything obvious or that had like home in it.
Yeah.
So we just kind of used it as a joke. The whole street name is Shelburne. We took off the SH and just made it Elburne, and it stuck, but it has no meaning.
No, but we wanted
It
something that
just-
sounded different.
Yeah,
exactly.
I wanted something that, like, other than
Yeah.
a town in Illinois, I think, or Indiana, I'm not sure.
I
It was like
don't know,
nothing,
yeah.
and I was like, wait, I love this word, so it just
Yeah.
fit.
That actually is very interesting because it speaks to your style as well. So if
I
you
like
look
that,
at it,
yeah.
you're like, yeah, well, we just took that part off. It looked better. It sounded better. It felt better.
I guess.
Now that you said it, yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Kind
Honestly,
of
We did
fits,
that,
it's
yeah.
a real artistic move on your
Yeah.
part.
Just like wing it.
Well, the other thing that I'm noticing about you guys, especially you,
No way.
is that you're like, no, we're gonna do it this way.
Okay, yeah, oh, absolutely.
We're gonna do a thing. Yeah, well, I'm not interested in your opinion. I'm doing it. And
You're so right on about that. It's creepy. You called her on it.
Yeah, well, I have a second daughter as well, so I know exactly how you operate.
Yeah.
But, I mean, and this may or may not even make the clip, it's just a funny observation. You're really good for each other.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Because you'd be like a mess without
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, and I totally know this, too.
We divide our duties in that way. Well, that's something we kind of had to learn along the way.
Yeah,
In the
we
beginning,
definitely learned
we
to work
both
with
did
each-
everything, and we would get really panicked and really frustrated at certain parts until we figured out what we're good at and what we enjoy. And we kind of found that we really balance each other out, because I tend to love more of like the tech part of it, the website,
The things that
shipping, the
require
logistics.
a lot of like careful thinking is Laura.
Like if something needs a pros and cons
Yes.
list, I will make that. If it's a spreadsheet, I'll take over. But if there's any quick decisions,
Yeah.
like all the buying, she does.
You
Oh,
are
yeah.
exactly the same.
Yeah, like I cannot stand.
But it works
couldn't.
really well, because like the
exactly.
parts that I really don't want to do and struggle with, she comes on and
You're
right.
saying, or like play to your strengths. Like when I found out that we function this way, I was like, okay, so I'm gonna do all the buying because I can't. Like every order with her was like mind numbing.
I'm so
like,
indecisive.
I couldn't do it.
I would look
like,
at a catalog. I'm like, I kind of want a little bit of everything.
and I'm like, no.
That
Exactly,
that's
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
It's exactly like that though.
So that's actually, we're laughing about it because you've got
Yeah.
the family dynamic and all that, but that is the sign. Well, you studied entrepreneurship. No, you did.
I
She
did,
did,
yeah.
yes.
So one of the keys to a small business is knowing your strengths, staying in your
Yeah.
strengths, hiring to your weaknesses, and having the humility to hand off
Oh, yeah.
to the people who are better. I know we're going off topic.
That's okay.
But yeah, no, but it is though, yeah.
Yeah.
And that was
That's
probably the
something we
hardest
wanna-
lesson to learn. That like learning that piece there, that is the toughest lesson
We
to
connect
learn.
with a lot of other like small makers and business owners and a lot of our artists, and we really share the frustrations of working with someone, working like how it's always about a collaboration and in relationship. So that's
I
kind of
have
a common
question.
trend. Yeah.
All right, so your sisters, so you're
Yeah.
navigating the family dynamic, and you seem
Yeah.
to be doing really well with that. Do you live together?
We do.
Yeah, we do.
We're really close.
Oh,
Yeah.
She's literally like our friends are all in common. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
we end up just being together all the time.
I think like the only time we didn't get along was like probably middle school, where it's like, no, your
she
friends
was like
are
the teenager.
dorky and
I was like
young
the
and,
derpy sister on the side.
Exactly, but
Yeah.
no, since then we've kind of just learned that we work really well together. We get along, and
Yeah.
you know, there's no one else I would rather do this with. I don't think I'd be able to balance that out with someone else.
Amazing. I love this. Oh my god. Are you planning any kind of events?
Yeah, so I had a lot of pop-ups because we carry so many makers throughout the store, and I love giving them this platform, like to meet customers, and it's like this place, we want to use it for that.
Especially
but it was
artists.
so hot this summer, so we like moved it back to the fall, maybe like around the holidays when people are kind of out and about on weekends. So that is something we're definitely going to be doing.
You're gonna have pop-ups
Yes.
with your artists?
Yes,
What amazing.
absolutely. I
Great.
want to have even the ones that like we also get a lot of people reach out that we can't carry everyone. So even if they're not in here, like why not like set up, like meet people?
Great opportunity for
Why not? We have like this cute little patio area in the front here, which I think would work great for
But
that.
I don't think people realize we carry about 20 to 30 artists, and we rotate them pretty frequently to kind of
Yeah.
highlight different. There's so much artists, like so many beautiful,
so much talent
creative
on the Cape.
minds
So
on the Cape.
I wish
yeah.
we could carry all of them, honestly.
Exactly. So we've had people that, you know, have stuck with us from the beginning, but
Yeah.
we're always looking to bring new artists into the fold. And now that we're in Mashpee, we're looking for even more artists in this area who are just now discovering us, because we want to highlight those works that we have here. People love buying a unique piece and that they know is made locally by local makers.
Really, like hyper local. You're not
Yeah.
just on
Yeah.
Cape Cod. Like you've got your Dennis area. artists,
We're trying to
and
do
now
that
you're trying to
like
get-
probably like a year in, because a lot of it is people coming and telling us about it, like, oh, my sister makes this, or I know someone, have you heard of this person? We like to leave some time for it to happen organically. So as soon as we want to be hyper like Mashpee, maybe Falmouth,
Exactly.
artist focus in this area.
Like I think out of everything we do, that's been a surprising, like,
yeah, that is not what
like,
I set out to do.
It's just such a rewarding part, because when we sell a painting, Simone's the one that gets to call them, and I'm like, hey, your piece sold, and she's just,
that is like the best thing ever.
yeah, like
People get so excited.
because a lot of them, they're like, what, people paid for my art? And it's just so nice to see that, like, validate an artist in that way, that like, no, like your community appreciates you, and we get to be that connectivity between them.
Yeah.
It's great.
So if someone wants to learn more about Elburne, follow up, come shop, where can they find you?
Okay, they can find us on our website, which, you know, we're always, again, posting as soon as we get new
Yeah, a lot of new
artists.
inventory.
That is probably the best way
You
to
can
find
read
out what's
artist
going on.
bios. You can see all the you know, the makers that we were highlighting there now. We can kind of sort by type of work.
Elburne.com.
Elburne.com.
Elburne.com. We're also on Instagram, and yeah,
Well,
and both shops.
Money. Where can they do that?
Come to our stores. Come to Mashpee. Come to Dennis.
Yeah.
We'll be happy to see you.
And as always, there was so much more to the story than we even knew.
Absolutely. So now you know what's good Cape Cod. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and the bell to get notified next time we drop a new episode.
And if you'd like more information about Elburne or any of our past episodes, you can visit our website at whatsgoodcc.com.
Bye.